Hello and welcome back to our McLaren F1 Manager series. You join us in Canada off the back of our last stream, and we have completed first qualifying session in that first stream of this Canadian Grand Prix along with practice. And if you didn't join us for that, Oscar, very disappointingly, is out in Q1 18th with a 1:13 flat, near enough. Lando finished 8th in that first session. Oscar was 6/10 off him. That's what's cost him. So we're heading in now to Q2 with Lando, and let's hopefully see. There's a chance of getting into Q3. So it's mixed conditions. It was sort of wet, dry, wet. Well, I think it was dry, wet, dry actually in that first session. So we're starting off wet again here. So let's see what we can do.
Okay, so that's a green light.
So let's just send him straight out. Looks like everyone's going to go straight out here. And let's see what we can do in this first run in Q2. It looks like it's going to be wet throughout the session then. Yeah, well, we've got 13 minutes left here, so yeah. It might become a little bit drier. Let's wait and see. It looks like it's going to be a wet Q2. Just checking what tyres everyone is on the inters. Classed as still not 1mm, so just checking if anyone was going to risk it on a dry compound, but they're not. We go then Lando into the final sector. Let's see where he's going to be, representative to the guys in front. I think we've got Sainz ahead of us. Final chicane, past the wall of champions. See what we can get here with Lando. Sainz has set a time, and Magnussen has. And we have slotted him in between there. Not much on Magnussen there. About a tenth, less than a tenth. So definitely need to go again there with Lando. It is getting wetter though. I was trying to hold it for as long as possible, but it doesn't look like it's going to dry out much here. Has just dried here though. We could have some going out on dries. They will. I think we've got to abandon this. We've got to abandon this. Got enough time to get Lando in and out. We should have. Right, let's just not go on 16 times. That's going to be a bit. 1:12, so we've got about 2 minutes. Let's send him out before it rains again. We should have everyone on dry tyres. We have now. So this is pretty much going to be it for Lando. This is going to be his only chance now to get into Q3. We're in the drop zone as it is. Just letting Gasly go past. We may catch Gasly though. He's now only at turn 1, so let's hope we don't get held up. Should get green sectors here. We'll see what Lando can do there on his first dry run in Q2. I'm going to catch Gasly. Hopefully not through this series of corners. It'd be nice coming down to the hairpin. Oh, that's fine. He's got out of the way nicely there. So green sector 1 as to be expected.
It's a checkered flag.
So what we're going to do here, Hamilton's out. What can Lando set here? Can we get into Q3? Lando across the line. No! Oh! 11th. Unlucky from Lando. I'm just having a look here. So Hamilton's definitely out. He obviously couldn't get a lap in, or he had an issue. I think that's about it now, isn't it? We're not going to make Q3. We did see before coming into this race that because we've stopped our design work, or we haven't stopped it, but we really tracked back on that. Other teams had made gain on us in terms of that development race, and I think we're seeing that. I think if we would have got another 2 designs in across this period, this break before Canada, Lando could have got into Q3, but that's the sacrifice we're going to take now. We're going research. So Lando is finishing in 11th in Q2, and we'll start 11th on the Grand Prix. Let's see what happened in Q3. And surprise, surprise, Max Verstappen with yet another pole, followed by Sainz, Perez third on the second row with Charles Leclerc. Then the 2 Aston Martins. The 2 Haas's having a good time round here. We haven't seen them that high for a long time. And then we've got Russell and Alpine. And to my knowledge, the first time Hamilton's not made Q3. And yeah, had an issue there with his lap clearly. Starting in P15. We'll start 11th with Lando. And unfortunately 18th with Oscar. Let's have a look at setups now before we head into the race. And looks like it's going to be a dry race. Yep, so it's going to be a dry race. And we've started to go same on both, but as always, we've got an opportunity to change it up. And let's start them quite aggressively. So we're going for the 2-stopper, soft, hard, soft. But again, Oscar probably will have to do that. He may have to free stop. That's what we're finding at the moment due to his driver smoothness. Lando sometimes has a chance to extend. So if we can extend that soft, we might even be able to get a medium in the mix here. So we'll just see how we go. But with that, as I say, both starting on a 2-stop on a soft, hard, soft, we're ready to jump in to the Canadian Grand Prix.
70 laps of the Canadian Grand Prix await our drivers.
Here we go, looking forward to this one off the back of watching real testing. F1 is nearly back, a week to go, and we're ready to jump into this Canadian Grand Prix. 5 lights, they're out, and here we go.
And away we go.
Norris has gained a position there on Gasly, it looks like. Gasly looks like he'll have that back though. Piastri sort of losing it with Zhou there. He's safe to Ocon here. Yeah, look pretty safe to Ocon there at the moment. He's squabbling away with Tsunoda. Piastri holding off Zhou at the moment. Looks like Zhou has an inside line here. Zhou might get us here. Yeah, he's got us there. But they always come out very fast. Let's just look at tyres. But yeah, most around us are on the soft.
Now we should be able to take a look.
That overtake from Guan Yu Zhou. Or Zhou Guan Yu. Yeah, we were side by side for a lot of that start really, so he's just got that one eventually done on us. But we'll settle in now. Looks like a really poor track for Williams, which you'd think in real life the Williams pretty handy with straight line speed. But yeah, struggling around here with Albon and Sargent both in the bottom 5. Albon might have the beating of Piastri on race pace though, so it might change a bit at the bottom there. Hamilton's got the free stem by looks or someone because he's up to 14th, but a little bit bogged down there for the Mercedes. Still a chance for points here, I feel, for Lando. With Hamilton there and 2 Hasses in ahead of us. Depends on the race pace of them, as Ocon's got us there. Which we didn't see Ocon that close, so we've...
Let's have a look at that.
Took the eye off the ball there.
Watching Esteban Ocon here.
So as into turn 1, takes the outside and he'll have inside this next corner. And then the same following into the next set of corners. So let's just play this on. Let's just let this settle down. Albon's got Piastri as well, so we're losing positions pretty quickly around here. But you can see how aggressive they're going. We are on aggressive as well, but everyone's fully pushing at the moment. Let's just see that interview. Just push it on a bit. Make sure Piastri stays within a second of Alex, which he... Ooh, he's struggling now, though. Use a bit of deployment here. Noda's all over the back of us as well. Use some deployment across this next lap. We've got Ocon again. That deployment is doing us wonders. I think they would have been using quite a bit of that out the gate, really. As Gasly's ahead of Hulkenberg. Let's have a look at this move then from Norris on Ocon. DRS, and we were using ERS as well. Nice little move there.
The points in touching.
We are going to be on to the Haas next. And Piastri has also got Albon. So a little push of ERS was very powerful there for us. Norris here, can we make another move? Looking at it, but Hulkenberg's got DRS on Gasly as well, so might be able to go, aggressive with Lando.
Let the tyres come back.
Just watch that gap. It might make us susceptible to Ocon. Piastri is doing some work now. He's past Guan Yu Zhou.
We're taking the second corner. It's certainly inviting.
Good little move from Oscar then. So this is where we started the Grand Prix in 18th, and Oscar's
we want to manage our
got his way back up there.
Go for it.
I think we'll just go full attack with Piastri, and if it takes 3-4 stops, then so be it. It's the way that's working for him. Lando will try to extend a bit now, just managing these gaps. Verstappen leads, Sainz and Perez squabbling. Sainz now in second, then Perez. Now Perez in second. Piastri has got Bottas, so Piastri's making some good moves here.
There's the car of Piastri.
Good overtakes from Oscar here.
Begging to be taken. And the McLaren there with a beautiful manoeuvre.
Oscar's been very good on overtaking all year, to be fair. It's just that smoothness and, yeah, odd mistake in qualifying is letting him down. If you can start to, you know, get some consistency, we can stick with him. Lando has Ocon sort of in and out of our DRS. Just have a look at this. Yeah, so Ocon's nearly, I think he's out of DRS for, no. It's hard to tell because when you get down to that hairpin, no, he will have DRS. No, he hasn't got it. This might be quite good. We break the DRS to Ocon, and we can just stay in here sort of aggressively. This could work quite well. Although Ocon got a yellow flag. Tsunoda might be there. I think it was Tsunoda. Yeah.
But this is what happened.
So Yuki's made a mistake.
It's all at the final corner.
On the final corner. This side of it, though, not look like he's heading into the championship. No.
They took a gamble, and it was just too late.
And he gives Hamilton a place there. Has Yuki dropped straight to the back then now? Yeah. Tsunoda's dead last now. That's giving an easy overtake to Piastri as well.
Driver here.
He'll just see Tsunoda parked on the corner here, not being able to get back onto the track. So Piastri's made moves on Albon, Zhou and Bottas, and now Tsunoda's mistake has allowed him up to 16th. Piastri working well at the moment. Norris is in a bit of a DRS strain, really. It's from Gasly down to Ocon. I'm sure Lewis is going to be joining this shortly as well. Have a look at tyres. So Hulkenberg's on medium and so is Magnussen, so we really need to be clearing these, don't we?
No need to push the tyres.
Yeah, confirm.
Oh, we've got a crash. We've got a yellow flag. Let's have a look what's going on here. Russell, Mercedes, and Magnussen it must be. Oh, it's sloppy. That's sloppy. Is there going to be a virtual or a full safety car here? Lando is up to 9th. Because Russell and Magnussen are currently just sitting on edge of track. They are both going again. They're floating in the air, which is a great new aero design on the cars. Let's have a look at Magnussen. Is he still in? Yeah.
Just be careful with this tyre.
I'd imagine they've both got a pit, have they? Let's just... So that, let's just take stock here. That crash has put Russell and Magnussen down to last, both of them 19th and 20th, respectively, from Russell to Magnussen. That's jumped Norris 2 places from 11th up to 9th, and Piastri now sitting in 14th. I just want to watch this, see if these guys need a pit as well, because it's very early. That's going to cause them even more problems if they need to. Let's see if George looks like he's carrying on. And so is Magnussen. So damage not enough to carry on. Russell's got a 5-second penalty. Ooh.
Overtaking is very difficult.
Looked quite sloppy from Magnussen from my point of view. I have to go back and have a look at it. George looked to be way ahead, but so let's just have a look at that. Hulkenberg's now out of DRS to Gasly, and we are in Hulkenberg's DRS. We've got to make this move work now. Hopefully we can get this done on the back straight. And then we'll put a bit more into the tyres in terms of aggressive and attack to try and push back up to Gasly. I think 7th is still a possibility here. Hamilton's still 3 seconds back on us. The DRS is open now for Norris. Hopefully if we can't get it done here, we can get it into turn 1. He's having a look, Lando. He's going side by side. Oh, watch the champion's wall. We look like we're past, and we are. Good move from Lando. And we'll put a bit of attack mode on now.
Stay close.
We want to close to Gasly now.
Let's see what happened.
Have another look at that
Here
move
we
on
go, heading
Hulkenberg.
into turn 1. Can they squeeze by?
Really, we got alongside before the start-finish line, so quite easy move in the end with the
Lando
DRS.
says, well, thank you.
Tyres getting quite hot on Oscar's car, so we'll just manage that for a second to bring those down so we don't push him into a mistake. Lando has got Gasly. Pushing with attack on the tyres, and
Right
straight
then,
away
we can
he's
take
got
a look
past
now.
Gasly.
Here we are, going into turn 9.
Into
The
turn
gap
9.
opens
A
up
couple
for
of
them.
moves we've seen there already from Lando. He's very aggressive in there. We've got Gasly, so we might as well now just push on. Get a DRS gap. Don't think we can challenge anyone ahead of us. So really, if we can gain the 7th place again, this would be perfect for us. Piastri
Now, we
has
should
just
be able
taken
to
over
take a look
Sargent.
here. Now there's the car of Piastri.
We can see Lewis. Lewis is not
It's
making
there for the
inroads, is he
taking.
really? As Oscar makes another good move. Push out Oscar back on attack. So Oscar is up to 13th. He's having a good race. He was having a good race in Monaco a couple of races ago before a massive lockup just ruined his race. So he's got to keep those mistakes out of his race today. Gasly's sticking with us in the DRS at the moment. Yeah, he's still sticking with Lando in that DRS, isn't he? See what Lando can do over this next couple of laps. Getting there, it's getting closer. He's now going to have a nice helping of DRS again, is he? Or did he get out of it? Piastri's got DRS on Hamilton. Hamilton's got DRS on De Vries, and he's now past De Vries. Norris has built that second gap now to Gasly. We'll keep it going on attack for a little while longer. Go to aggressive now. See what that gap remains as. Piastri on aggressive now as well. Lando's 2.7 to Stroll, and he's got 2.4 on Gasly. Piastri's got a 2 and a bit second gap to Sargent, which we're maintaining. Although Sargent's closing that a little bit by the looks of it. Bottas might have to go attack again with Piastri. Lando's still got a 3 second gap either way, so Lando looks like he's quite comfortable where he is there. The Ocon, Gasly and Ocon have taken a second and a bit out of us here though. Norris now in his pit window, but we are going to extend that pit window. We are going to have to go attack because Gasly, they might be on a... They might have suddenly started attacking because they're suddenly getting close to us here. As Leclerc is challenging Verstappen for the lead. Just managing the times at the moment, so not too much going on because Piastri... Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Keep pushing.
Oh, he's done it again. Piastri's done it again. Piastri has done it again. Oh my god. You couldn't write it. You could not write it with Oscar Piastri. I said it a little while ago. He did this exact same thing in Monaco. Made such a good opening stint to that race with probably his best position. His best finish was available to him, and then a massive lockup cost him. And he's gone and done the exact same thing here.
McLaren driver here.
Yes, we're pushing the tyres, but we have to with him to maintain any good position.
And the car just locks, and hopefully there's not too much damage to the tyre.
Oh, Oscar. Oh dear. Down to 19th.
And we are boxed this lap.
Gonna have to box Oscar straight away, go on the hards and just keep going aggressive and hopefully he doesn't make any more mistakes. But honestly, as it stands right now, there's no way Oscar is in this car next year. So we've got to hope he improves as the season goes on. I haven't got the time to wait for him. Slow stop as well. We haven't done much time on our... We've been working on stats but not pit stop time, so we've definitely got to change that for our next training stint. Magnussen pits as well. Definitely looks like he's got some form of issue because he was very slow and far off the pack there. So yeah, it's kind of probably forgetting about Piastri for a little while until he closes that gap. Maybe a safety car, something like that can bring him back into it. Ocon is really sticking with Norris now, so these guys must be pushing those tyres as well. Yeah, the Alpine's all over us at the moment. So it doesn't look like, at the moment, Hamilton's got pace. So I don't think we're at risk beyond these Alpines. Our fight is with the Alpine, so between 7th and 9th looks on for us today. Just get this charger out. So yeah, 7th to 9th. Let's just see what we can do here. Happy to go with a little bit of deploy.
Overtake is available.
Confirm.
Maybe try and get a DRS gap again. We're only 3 seconds off Stroll, you can see there. He's massively out of the picture of the top 5, so... Yeah, don't know how much pace Stroll's got in there. Is he on mediums? No, he's on softs as well, so... We are closing up to Stroll, so he might be in our fight. Be interesting.
And recharge on.
Confirm.
Just feel as soon as we're going to come off this ERS, they're gonna close that gap. The Alpines look pretty pacey and race trim today. Looked like we were getting a buffer to them earlier, which we did around 2.5 to 3 seconds, but they've closed that. They closed that quite quickly. Just continue to push this on them. Oscar's not really making too many inroads. I think I'm going to go medium with Lando and just see where we get to with that. We've, yeah, medium will last. We've done 25s on the softs, so we're 2 stopping, another 25. Yeah, easy. We don't need to use this hard tyre with Lando. We're going to go medium, we'll go full attack stint with that. I was hoping others were going to pit, but I don't think so because we've burnt quite a lot of our tyre life. This is the only problem depending on where we're going to come out here with Lando. Do one more lap. So we'll come in and put some fresh mediums on there. So Lando will be coming in. 7th gain. We'll build that gap again. So the Alpines must have been on an attack phase and they've sort of calmed that down again now.
Lando, understood.
Gasly is pitting as well though. That's quite good for us to be fair. That's one less we've got to jump if he was staying out longer. Let's see what the time we're going to be. The 2.8. We've got some work still on the pit time. We've lost a couple of milliseconds. Couple of attempts on that. This is quite a nice gap though, which is nice. Perfect gap there. Not so much for Gasly. Russell's pit, and he's took that 5-second penalty. Piastri, yeah, should be well clear. I mean, you do cut that first corner though out of this pit, but yeah, Piastri's going to have quite a margin on him there. Piastri's now only 6.5 off the Vries. Oh, so Vries has pitted though. So we did lose considerable time then, didn't we? Had we passed the Vries, or we were just behind him? We were in around him, weren't we? Who else has pitted then around? Gasly, we know. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where the 2 Williams, Tsunoda, Zhou and Bottas come out, because we know we're ahead of those with Piastri. We should jump those quite comfortably actually. Norris should be on attack now.
Push now.
Yeah, fine.
Tsunoda is pitting now, so let's just... How much on that? As I think we should be comfortably ahead, which we will be. Okay, so still could be a race in this for Piastri yet. What have we got coming out? So Russell's came out on softs, mediums, so is De Vries, so is Tsunoda. He's got 6 seconds still to De Vries. Norris is working 3.2 off Hamilton. Stroll is in the pit, so I just want to have a look at that as well, because we weren't too far off Stroll. This could be interesting. See Hamilton ahead of us now. Norris is ahead of Stroll now on the track, but Stroll will be cutting this first corner here. It's going to be very close. Looks like Stroll's got it done though. So no undercut for us there. Looks to be a similar gap as well, to be fair. Looks more than 1.4. Let's just see if this... no, it does look like 1.4. So maybe we've got a second or so of an undercut on Stroll there. Stapping pitting from the lead. All right, Norris is now in the DRS of Lewis, so we're going to have to put some deploy on. Guan Yu
And
Zhou's
overtake
pitted.
is
So
available.
Piastri's got
Confirm.
another move there. Hamilton could be staying out for a little while yet. Oh, we've got a lot more grip here, though. And they're going outside here. Move's already done. Got the move done simply with the DRS there. That's good work from Lando. As I say, our fight really is we
Let's
have
have a
another
look
look at that overtake.
Right, we're at turn 9. That's the location for this one. They
Yeah,
decide
purely
to give it a
DRS there.
go.
Didn't even need to do it coming into the corner. The move is already done. So yeah, our fight is really with Ocon and Gasly. So between 7th and 9th we'll finish when this all sort of sorts itself out. But I think this stint and pit has worked quite well for Lando. Let's try and harvest some
And recharge
energy.
on is okay, please.
Piastri's not really making an impression on De Vries, so probably those hard tyres. But we had to put Piastri on that because his tyre management is just shocking. Hulkenberg pits. Also had Sonoda in the pit, was it there? Bottas. So Piastri has got the moves on those, but they may not need to pit again, as we are going to pit again with both cars. Leclerc, Charles Leclerc and Alonso pitting. So is Max going to keep the lead here? Yes, he is. Oh,
Over
Charles,
to
pit
you,
stop
Qualy.
issue.
We
Classic
saw
Ferrari.
the Ferrari pit crew already. It looks like
Front
it's
right.
just too tight though.
Couldn't get the front right off. Oh well. That is a bit of a classic Ferrari move. Charles Leclerc was in a close fight with Verstappen before that issue. We've now got Hamilton pitting and Albon, so Piastri's also jumped those. I think it's just Sargent now who's in Piastri's race. Piastri's out of sync now with the rest of them on a hard tyre and having to pit again, so not quite sure where Piastri's going to be able to finish after, again, another awful mistake and lock-up. He was on for probably finishing around 12th, 13th. I think it's going to be difficult for him to do that now. Perez and Sainz are pitting. Oh, Perez, Red
happened
Bull
there,
returned the favour.
Now into the pits comes Perez,
Sainz has definitely jumped him in the pits then.
but we
Jack
see
issue?
the issue occur here.
Maybe they just felt sorry for Ferrari there. So after the first round of pit stops, Verstappen's now got an 8-second lead on Sainz. So yeah, looks like a comfortable win again for Verstappen. Perez is in third now, 3 seconds off Sainz. They've been battling the whole way. Charles is right with Perez, so still second place available to Charles. Sargent now pits, so Piastri is up to 12th. He's got Hamilton right on him. Hamilton has taken us. We're not watching us on track at the moment because there's
Here
no
we
point
are,
defending
going into
against
turn
Lewis
9.
and the cars
The
behind us.
opportunity's there.
Should be a pretty easy move for Lewis. Yeah, we're not fighting it with
Up to
Piastri
12th.
because he's just on slower tyres, so we're just running our own race at the moment. We're probably going to get overtaken here again by Russell, and then there's a bit of a gap to Bottas, so we'll see what happens once Russell gets us here. Norris now, well, we're still waiting for Ocon to stop. He has now got a 10-second lead on Gasly. We are going to pit again with Lando, though. So not too much happening at the moment in this phase of the race as Russell now jumps us.
We don't want to overcook the tyres.
Confirm.
Fine, tyres have come down anyway, quite
It was
naturally.
George Russell involved.
Russell then, after being in an
It's
accident with
certainly
Magnussen
inviting.
early on, he was running in 6th or 7th. 5-second penalties, now making his way back through the field. Taking Piastri. He's now right with his teammates. So the Mercedes having a poor race here after their first stops. They are in 12th, 13th, and that is an accurate position. Unless they can jump Ocon when he pits. But he will be on a lot newer tyres than them. We're going to forward probably until we get to our second stops, and then there'll be a bit of battling for us to do. We're just monitoring these gaps. We're not really thinking we're going to close the Stroll. Continue to build a good gap on Gasly. Bottas should be taking time out of us, really. He's on softs. wonder if he'll have to pit again. 28 laps. Touch and go with him, won't it? We are going to have to bring the temps down on those. Just momentarily. Can't risk Oscar getting those tires too hot because he is prone to, as we know, a lockup.
Let's have maximum pace this lap.
Copy.
So Bottas continues to close. We're not too worried about that because we're going to have some fresh soft skill on the car at the end here. It just depends how far back we're going to be, how many overtakes Piastri can make, and of course if anyone else pits. I think they will all be going to the end. Magnussen will have to pit again. I think everyone else will be going to the end. Norris is looking pretty decent here. He's now behind Ocon, who still is not... Ocon must have pitted. I was going to say, Ocon has pitted. We've missed that then. Ocon got the jump on us somewhere there. He's had hell of a pace then. 56% tyres. Considering when we first stopped... Okay, he's pitting now. Is that his... I'm getting confused here. Is that his second stop? Or is that just not recorded his first? As I say, I didn't think Ocon had stopped because he was right with Gasly before we pitted. He couldn't have. Let's just see what this says when he comes out here. That might have just glitched, and because they were boxing him, has put a 1 against the... Let's say 2. I'm sure he's not stopped twice. Could be wrong, but I couldn't remember Ocon coming into the pit, so it might be something I've missed there. He's now 15 seconds behind us. He's probably going to have quite a bit of pace. He'll have a bit of pace now, so it'll be interesting to see what he takes out of us, and then Norris will pit shortly. Closing to Stroll actually now, just 1.4. Bottas is now getting close to Piastri with 22 laps to go. Gasly and Ocon are fighting again now, so it's maintaining about a 15-second gap. It is a shorter loss in the pits here, so still looking pretty handy with Lando. Ocon did go on mediums, didn't he? Yeah. So we're going to be on a lot faster tyres. So Lando still has a great chance, I think, of 7th. We're right on Stroll here as well with Lando.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
Lando's going to have a go here on Lance. I think we're a bit too far back, though. Ooh, going to take the outside here. Difficult to get around there, though.
They're like recharge button off. Recharge button off.
Probably going to hit with around 15 laps to go. That should have given us plenty enough time to fully attack on those softs. Got a lot of fuel to burn off as well. Typically, as we come away from that, Lando has got Stroll. I thought we were just going to settle in behind, but next DRS zone. Similar to how we got Lewis, but actually need to do the work throughout the corner there. It's about the third or fourth move Lando's made, though, through there. He's been aggressive today with his moves. Expect Stroll to just battle back against us here. We're not really in a fight with Stroll. Stroll does get us back there. We just let this play out. We might jump each other quite a few times here, as you can see. They're going to chop and change position here. So Ocon's now down to 13 seconds. Piastri's got Bottas all over us.
No need to push the tyres.
Confirm.
Continue in that fight as Bottas has now overtaken Piastri. So again,
now look, here we head into turn 2. The opportunity begging to be taken.
That'll be expected. Right. Just have a look here. Yeah, I'll have a look at tyre history. Good point. Let's have a look at Ocon. Yes, he did. We missed that then. So he did go soft, medium, so we completely missed that in there somewhere. So, yeah, good work from Ocon, really. Although saying that, he's still net where Gasly is, but he should be a lot quicker now, considering the tyre life on him. Yeah, he's pulled 4 seconds now, so I think we should easily be covering Gasly. We're going to have to overtake Ocon on the road to get 7th, really. Alright, let's hit then for some fresh softs. Lando. As Albon gets Piastri. We're expecting him to just fall away now. We will pit Oscar as well.
Oscar, put that.
Understood.
Oscar in now, so he's probably going to be dead last looking at the timings here. But he might have a little golden run here this last 15 laps to get some overtakes. See with us cutting this corner if we can... No, they'll be ahead of us. Certainly will be ahead of us. It's not going to be too far off the back of that. Those 3 cars, but then there's 8 seconds from Sargent, so it looks like 17th might be the best. Piastri. Let's watch Lando now then. Hopefully we're coming out in front of Gasly there. Oh no. Slow rear right. Oh no. That's a 3 second, more than 3 seconds than it should have taken. So Gasly's going to comfortably have us there.
Now talk us through this one, Karun.
The McLaren crew ready to
Just
jump
when we
in,
didn't need it.
but they just can't loosen the rear right.
I mean, no disrespect to Oscar, but if it would happen to Oscar, it wouldn't matter too much. But Lando, yeah, not ideal.
Be careful of
Okay.
cars at
Oh,
exit.
we'll take that though. Jesus, that was like Scout Electrics on the outside there from Lando. Lando wanted none of that. So Lando is still out in front of Gasly. I don't know how that looks. Didn't look like that was going to happen. We've got 7.4 to gain on Esteban now. Gasly's 1.7. All right, let's burn the fuel and let's hope I don't forget about this and run out of fuel. Just gone 4 times. Well, actually, we've gone 8 times for now. Well, Oscar is in amongst it here, right?
The Lyco slightly.
Copy. Use the overtake button. Yeah.
Look at this. Well, see, Ocon has done well there. I know it's a different tyre, though, so we should be gaining on that. As Piastri looks like he's going to make this move. Well done, Oscar. Up to 19th. He's got good tyre life now on everyone in front of him. 2.5 to Magnussen. He's got to close that up pretty quickly. We have another look at that overtake.
Right, we're at turn 9. That's the location for this one.
Come on, Oscar. I'm
And they
willing
squeeze
Oscar to
by.
do well in this series so much. I know he takes some time to develop, but we really need him in a good position for Season 2, so we'll see how that goes. But he's got a chance here. He's got a chance. Still got 13 laps. He's going to have good pace here now. He is going to be clearing these two, Magnussen and Sargent. We're already in that DRS, aren't we? Issue here is he probably needed Magnussen to get Sargent and pull out, so we're not stuck in a DRS train because we need to be getting these 2 cars SAP. But Oscar's looking pretty racy. Is he going to go on the outside? He's stuck here at the moment. Really need an aggressive move, hopefully from Oscar here. Certainly got the pace on these 2. Come on, Oscar. nowhere for him to go at the moment. Come on, this is... Oh! Looked like he's going to have a good run there, but Maxton just checked back to the right-hand side. Are we going to follow him through here? Can't get it done here. Magnussen gets Sargent. This is the problem. We need this cleared pretty quickly. Lando's 5.4 behind Ocon, so it's not going to be easy to close that gap by the looks of it. Magnussen is re-overtaken. These are quite similar on pace at the moment at this stage of the race, so this is causing us big issues. If we can get past one, it's going to be simple. Oh, come on, Oscar. If we can get past one of these guys, we'll definitely get the other, but we're now 6 seconds, or Sargent's 6 seconds back off Tsunoda, so it needs to happen now. Maxton did not have DRS because Sargent had it, so this could be an opportunity here. Oscar needs to make the move here. Too far back, is he? Oh. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, I'm not sure on the... I thought the avoid curbs thing didn't really work now, but I don't know, I haven't tried it for a while. I definitely haven't tried it in this series since I started, but yeah, I haven't been using it, so I'm not sure, to be honest with you. So what have we got here? We've still got 0.6. Better manage this fuel, to be fair.
A little bit more Lyco, please.
Go up there.
Norris has been 3.8 now.
More lift and coast. Copy.
And try avoid curves, see what happens.
No
harm in giving it a go.
Yep.
But yeah, this is ruining our race at the moment now. Come on, where are we going here with Oscar? Come on. No, don't let him back. Don't let him back, Oscar. Yes. Come on. Oscar's got Sargent, so we should now have the pace to
Now we're approaching turn
take
2.
Magnussen here.
The gap opens up for them.
That's about 2-3 laps too late, though. Magnussen shouldn't even be in this fight. He was running in 7th or 8th before collision with Russell. You can see Hulkenberg's 11th. That's really where Mags should be, but I think his tyres are pretty... I don't know. Might have damage on the car, though. He doesn't seem to be running at his full potential here. Although this group of cars has closed the gap on Tsunoda. Lando's now 3 seconds behind Esteban, so keep monitoring that as well. Laps to go. Can Oscar get Magnussen either here or across the start-finish line into the first corner? Magnussen is defending it quite hard. Looks like we might have it done here. Don't end up in the Wall of Champions here. No, looks good. Come on, a little bit of fight back from Oscar. That's what we want. Let's see if we can now pull this gap.
Let's take a closer look. Along the straight here, they decide to give it a go.
Yeah, strong move from Oscar. It's needed. He needs to pull out the best result he can now after a mistake earlier on with that lockup. The attempts are pretty good anyway, aren't they now? So tyre life's going to be fine. We're making it to the end of both of these. Fuel load's good. We can have another push when we need it. Not got the greatest amount of battery on both. Reluctant to harvest though. Forward on a 4 times just for now. Just see these gaps so we close up into another battle. Yeah, a bit of a mixed-up Grand Prix. I wonder if this is how it's going to be when we get to Bahrain next Friday. I think this is going to be pretty much the same, though. Max on top. Judging by the test, that Red Bull for 2024 is looking pretty decent. I think it's a gaggle of sort of Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes in the mix, but no one really showed their hand too much. So, yeah, looking forward to qualifying in Bahrain next Friday to see how it all shapes up. And Norris 2.6 behind Ocon, so we're not closing that gap massively. Piastri has closed very quickly on Tsunoda here, but there is another 7 seconds to Bottas. Come on, Oscar, get this one done now. Let's see if we can close to the Valtteri. Nice move. We've got good pace here at the end of the race. If you are in the chat, please do remind me about these fuel loads, because I am susceptible to forgetting that and the car's running out of fuel.
The opportunity's there.
Nice little move again from Oscar. So what have we got? We've got 5.8. Let's just see what this gap is. 1.9 for now for Lando. So 5.4. Let's just see how quickly that's coming down. So Noda's staying with us for now. We're just crossing the start-finish line now, although we're going to have to move to Lando, but it looks like we are taking good pace out of Bottas. I'm going to put these on balance, because as I say, I don't like to get too low, because I will forget. Lando's now got DRS on Ocon. I think with the way we've gained across the last couple of laps, we're going to be pretty good here.
Yeah, confirm.
It looks like we might have this going into turn 1 here. Lando is very aggressive on the overtakes. He's going to have outside on turn 2, which is difficult to make stick, but it looked like we've edged ahead there. Should be able to make this stick now. Good work from Lando. Lando's been brilliant on overtakes this race.
Right then, we can
Been
take a look.
super aggressive.
Right, we're taking the second corner. It's
This.
certainly inviting.
From here, I wasn't so sure, because it can be a struggle hanging out on the outside, but yeah, good grip on the outside and good move again from Lando. Let's just see. Hopefully we can just pull that DRS gap, and then we can just calm down on the pace and the tyres and everything and just bring it home for Lando. Russell's had a pretty good recovery. He went to the back of the grid, 19th for that collision with Magnussen, 5-second penalty. He's come all the way back through, jumped his teammate into 9th, so good work from George there. Terrible race from Lewis. He's just been in no man's land. Bottas. Yeah, he doesn't really need to manage the tyres too hard, does he? 3.1 now. What is that? All in about a lap, probably? A lap and a half? So we're probably... can see the last lap, can't we? So, yeah, 2.5... 3.5 seconds? 2.5 seconds. 2.5 seconds. 2.5 seconds we took out of Valtteri, so yeah. Across the next couple of corners, we're going to be in his DRS. Tsunoda's sticking with Piastri though. Now, Ocon's already a second behind. We'll just keep monitoring that. We'll keep pushing for now. Get a couple of seconds, then we'll bring it down. But it's more about Piastri now. Now in Bottas DRS, but as we say, Tsunoda's sticking with this. Is even up to De Vries possible? I don't know. We'd need to make this move quick. Go on these last laps again. We're 1.9, 2 seconds. We can easily take 2 seconds a lap out of these. So up to De Vries is possible, but it's relying on quick overtakes here. Which Oscar is not as aggressive on the overtakes this afternoon as Lando was. But this is looking pretty promising. We should have this now. Well, that's good. That's good. Now we can keep just pushing on with Oscar now. 2.8 to Alex. It's a good recovery so far from Oscar. 13th could be possible.
Here's the
Have another
replay.
look at that move.
Look at the McLaren driver here. There's the opening.
Good work from Oscar there. Heavily DRS favoured, but good work. 3.4 to Alex now. Norris got 3 seconds on Ocon, so And just calm
be
it down on
careful with
Norris
this
now.
tyre.
Although he's straight on Stroll, isn't he?
Yeah, go on, Fem.
We're right on Stroll, so scratch that. So
So
we
how many laps are left?
5 laps to go.
trying to
Stay close.
monitor 2 fights here. Let's try and get into Stroll's DRS and stay there then, and maybe have a go at him on the last lap or penultimate lap. Oscar already near enough within the DRS of Albon. Lando is edging up to it. Right, we're in the DRS now of Lance Stroll. It looks like we've got some back markers here. DRS on Stroll here. Let's see what we can do. Seventh is our best finish of the year, so that would top it if we get sick. What can Lando do here on the back straight? Pretty racy here.
There are 4 laps to go.
We're down the inside. Is it going to be the same as Ocon? Or can Stroll do better and hold out? It looks like Stroll might hold out on this. Lando's got it done. Can we stick though? Because we had this little battle with Stroll similarly about 2-3 laps before our first stop. This is now 2-3 laps before the end of the race.
Let's
So we
see
watched
what
that one
happened
again,
there.
but it was just
Now
toing
the
and
focus
froing.
is
But
on
we've got
Lando
some
Norris.
ERS we can use here.
The opportunity begging to be taken. And the McLaren there with a beautiful...
Just wondering if I do a bit of harvest. Yeah, I know the softs are just so OP on it, especially as you say at the end, with a bit of tyre life advantage over others. They just do love it. Does give you a bit of excitement at the end. Piastri is trying to balance this here. This is quite nice. So Norris should get some DRS here on the back marker, which should be helpful. Has he not got it? No. Okay, fair enough.
So,
Let's move to
recharge on.
Piastri, who is past Albon. Oh, I nearly forgot about fuel. That's lucky.
We will want a little bit of...
Now we should be able
So we
to
missed
take
that
a
one.
look.
Trying to balance both
Now look,
drivers here.
Here we head into turn 2.
Piastri, another
It's
good
there
little
for the
move here.
taking.
Piastri up to 14th. Can he get to 13th? We're about 2 seconds a lap where we were.
3 laps to go.
About a second a lap. So
Yeah,
we
okay.
should be within DRS within a lap or 2. Norris has broken the DRS here.
Big lifts.
This is looking pretty good for Lando. Got better tyres. Gaining on Stroll. I think we've got this. I don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like we've got that done with Lando and going to finish 6th. Be our best finish of the year. Piastri with Albon sticking with us for now. Just that last little bit of fuel that we can.
Oscar, you can reduce the LICO slightly.
Harvest across these first 2 zones.
Recharge
Corners,
should
sorry.
be on.
Just to get a bit of battery life in there.
Recharge off, recharge off.
It's 2.2. We're not taking as much, are we now? Yeah, there's only half a second. Got to make big inroads here. It's a yellow flag. Oh, I'm scared. It's not Lando, is it? No, it's not Lando. I don't know who that
Got a
is.
yellow flag
Carlos. Oh, Carlos. Been punted out of the Ferrari and now he's... Oh, a lovely little 316. Carry on your merry way. Yeah, just a small spin. Nothing to worry about. Although he's got Fernando all on the back of him now. What's that done to his tyres? Oh, Fernando will look a bit punchy there, I'd imagine. He'll want to get that. Anyway, as much as that is juicy, we do need to concentrate on this. Lando has got it done on Stroll. We're happy with that. Are we, barring we're not going to put it in the wall or
Tyres come
anything.
back to you.
Lando's coming home in 6th, our best finish of the year. Oscar, if he can get 13th, is a bit of redemption. Fuel is fine.
Recharge on, please.
Well, let's see what Oscar can do here. Are we on the lead lap or... No, we're lapped, so we will finish this lap. We've got to get it done then on this lap.
Use overtake.
Our best opportunity is coming up here off the back of this DRS zone.
This is the last lap.
Come on. Come on, Oscar. Come on, my boy. Yes, Oscar. Oh, bit of redemption. Dropping back after a lock-up.
But this is
Oscar
what happened.
has got to
Here we are
freeze.
going into turn 9. The gap opens up for them.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
puts them in-
the thing with me of the fuel is I just completely forget about it. I need like big red warning in the middle of the screen to pop up when it's getting low. I just, I'm looking at so many things all the time. I'm just, yeah, I take my eye off it. So
Max Verstappen over the finish line.
Max has
and
won then.
today's
Charles
winner.
Leclerc is going to be second. Perez third. Alonso did get Sainz. Is he fighting this back? No, they're across the line now. So Alonso fourth. Sainz is fifth. Norris looks like he's going to finish sixth. He actually has crossed the line now, lap down, so he's finishing 13th. Let's just watch Lando bring it home now.
Okay, that's the checkered flag.
Please don't go in the wall of champions, Lando, please. I think will be our best finish of the year. Just get through this last corner. Oh, Lando, well done. So Lando's going to finish sixth. We didn't think Stroll was going to be our race, but that soft car is so strong at the end with a bit of
Good job,
car
Mr.
advantage. So Lando is sixth. Stroll is going to be seventh. Ocon eighth. Russell, great recovery actually from Russell, ninth. Gasly 10th. And Oscar, a good little recovery of his own in 13th. Imagine we're going to congratulate Lando
What a
here.
remarkable drive by Lando Norris today.
An outstanding performance today to have
Great
reached the top
drive from
10.
Lando. He's on a
Not
good
many
run
would have
now.
expected this from
I think
the
we've
team,
gone
to be
8th,
honest.
7th, 6th in the last 3
A great
races.
display
Although
of
we are now
team spirit
sort
there,
of
as
doubling
everyone
down on the
finally
design, we're
gets the
starting to
chance
actually
to
come away
share
from
this
design
moment.
work and move to research. So we're probably going to start going backwards. This might be one of our better results for the whole year because, as I say, the design work's going to slow up now. So it just depends how much the others design. But here we go. The full race results, as we say, Max finishes first, Charles Leclerc in second, Sergio Perez third, Alonso, because of Carlos's 360 there and the damage it probably done to his tyres as well. Fernando gets him jumping to fourth, Carlos in fifth. Lando up 5 places, started on the grid in 11th and we finished 6th. Lance Stroll finishes 7th. Good little race from Esteban as well, up 4, finishing in 8th. And George finishes where he started, but as I say, he had a crash in the early phases of the Grand Prix with Magnussen, also had a 5-second penalty, went to the back of the grid, and he made his way back up to 9th, so good recovery drive. And Pierre Gasly finishes in 10th. And Oscar, we had a big lock-up. We started in 18th. We had a big lock-up after making quite a few moves. Took us right to the back of the grid. But again, a nice little recovery from Oscar. 13th, around about 12th to 14th, where we expect for Oscar. So not too disheartened by that in the end. Drivers' Championship. Max is charging away with this. He's going to be the world champion in our series pretty early on. Perez hangs on to second. Charles Leclerc takes another couple of points out of him, so 9 points now. So second, the battle really is on for second between these drivers. Was Fernando in the hunt as well, and Carlos Sainz. So second is between the 1 remaining Red Bull, the 2 Ferraris, and the 1 Aston Martin. Then we've got Stroll in 6th, Hamilton in 7th, Russell in 8th. We've jumped a place to go to 9th with the 8 points we've secured, and in 9th, and Ocon is in 10th. Structures, same on that front. Red Bull are going to wrap that up pretty early. Then we have Ferrari, who are making second their own. Aston Martin, similar, making third their own. And Mercedes, very similar story. They're on their own in 4th. A little bit of a fight on maybe for 5th now with us. But as I say, we are coming back away from the design work. And yeah, heading into research. So we'll see whether we can keep track with Alpine. I'm pretty comfortable that we will finish this first season, at least in 6th. With Williams still only on 2 points past AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, yet to score any points. And that everyone, will be the end of today's stream. So a great result from Lando, our best of the season. Oscar has a good recovery. As I say, we are streaming the series on Tuesday and Friday evenings with highlight videos in the weeks in between those live streams. So I think the last one I've got out is Monaco. So we're sort of a race down on that. So I've got the Spanish highlights coming out on Saturday, and then we'll have the highlights of this one probably Tuesday or Wednesday. And then we'll be back Tuesday for the next round to start looking at the car, probably some more design research before getting into the practice sessions and seeing how far we get with that. So as always, if you like the series, do like the video, subscribe, get your comments in, and appreciate the comments in the chat today. And yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday, and it will be Formula 1 week, because next week we do have actual racing with qualifying on Friday in Bahrain and a Saturday race. So look forward to that, and